So you want to know how to provide liquidity to liquidity pools, and that's not a problem at all. Let's go ahead and get into it. First thing that you're probably going to want to do is do a little bit of research, and one of the ways to do that is through DeFiLlama.com. You would head over to their yield section, and then you can see a couple of these pairings before we get into the actual how to provide liquidity. This is just the research part, just so that you can know that all your different options and which one might be the best looking one for you. So once you make it to DeFi Llama in their yield section, you're going to scroll down and look through all these. And essentially what we're looking for are pairs, right? So I'm going to be scrolling down. I see this number 40 USD Spark on Merkle. That's on the base network. And it looks like it's given a 0.52% thing. That's probably because it's a stable coin. So stable coins are going to be pretty low APR. Or I'm sorry, APY. Remember that these APYs do change, right? So I'm going to keep scrolling right here, number 113 that I'm looking at, and that is Ethereum, wrapped Ethereum to USDC. The way that this one works, all right, it is on Uniswap, which is on the Ethereum network, and there's my base APY right there. Okay, so you can use DeFi Llama just kind of as a screener to see where some good APYs are. You can even see their whole monthly 30-day average here. So that's a 30-day average of 53% APY averagely. So something to check out. So let's say that I wanted to get into this Ethereum USDC pool. I'd have to go to my wallet, and I'd have to go to a DEX, and that one was Uniswap. So I know that that one was on Uniswap. And then once I'm on Uniswap, I'm going to have to connect my wallet. So I'm going to do that by clicking on the top right corner. I'm going to click on my Phantom, and I'm going to connect my wallet, right? So now that I've connected my wallet, I am going to go to the pools section of Uniswap, and this is where I can create a position to provide liquidity. So I'm going to click new to start a new position. And you are going to want to be mindful that the one that we saw on DeFi Llama, the position was a V3 position, right? V4 position is a new thing, but just make sure that you're aware of what these positions are, right? So the one that I saw was Ethereum and USDC. So I'm going to click on USDC as my second token, and there's my pair, right? Now, as far as the fee tiers, you can see that a lot of people are picking this 0.3, about 47% pick this. This is just your percentage of fees, right? I'm going to pick this default, this 0.3% there, and I'm going to click continue. All right, now this is where we can get into our second step, and this is where we want to choose either a full range, which is going to be just a continuous, but we have more potential for that higher impermanent loss. You can see that description right below the full range, or I can go to custom range, right, which is going to allow me to customize to that certain range as I spoke about in the previous video. So we can move this little slider to a specific range, right? Now, remember that once it goes out of this range, we're no longer collecting those fees. So I can close this window exactly where I want it. It looks like this would be a good little baseline where liquidity tends to flow, even though that's kind of borderline right now. Once I've selected my range, whether it's full or not, and I can do this manually as well down here with the minimum and maximum price, I'm going to have to deposit some tokens, right? So I can deposit as much USDC or Ethereum as I want, and it's going to balance it out for me on the other side. So I currently don't have any USDC or ETH in this particular wallet, but if I was going to supply maybe 50% of my total USDC, and I click that 50% button, the amount of Ethereum that I would have to supply based upon this range is going to populate there.